6 steps to do if you slip and fall. Today we're talking about these 6 essential steps that you need to take if you have been injured in a slip and fall accident. I'm Natalie Gerry, the principal lawyer and founder with Gerry Law. I help injured people get the compensation that they deserve for their injuries. Let's get into this topic. Imagine you're out walking and in seconds a slippery and icy ground sends you flying. Slip and fall accidents can happen quickly, and especially with Ontario's winter weather where it gets icy and snowy, and it happens pretty much every day for months on end. From snowy sidewalks and parking lots to wet store floors, it's important that you know what to do if this happens to you, or if it has happened to you. Here are some of the steps that you can take. So Ontario law requires property owners to keep up their premises and keep them in a safe condition. I have another video going into the Occupier's Liability Act, that is the act that governs this area of law, and that video will be linked at the end of this one. But whether it's a public area, a commercial space, or even a private home, this means that the occupier has an obligation to maintain a reasonably safe premises. So clearing snow, salting icy areas, and ensuring that the floors are not slippery or damaged. They don't have unlimited time, so what's considered reasonable varies depending on the city or town. If you slip and fall, here's what you should do. So first of all, of course, make sure that you are safe. Go and seek medical attention and make sure that your health is taken care of. So the first priority should not be your lawsuit. You need to take care of yourself. You need to go and get medical treatment. Even if you don't think it's serious, if you're in any kind of pain, go to the doctor or to a clinic and tell them exactly how you were injured so that it's documented right away in your medical records. That being said, even if you don't immediately feel pain, you should still go to the doctor just to report it. You never know later or the next day that something might materialize, or you might realize that you really are sore after the adrenaline wears off, so it's best to just go right away. The second thing that it's important to do is to make an incident report. If you're in a store or another public place, talk to a manager or employee and ask them to make an incident report. Get a copy of it along with the contact information for the person that you spoke with. This will be helpful later for documenting what happened and also to have the contact of a witness who is there right away. Take notes. It's important to write down the date, the time, the place you were when you fell. Record anything that you notice about the area, like any icy spots, a broken tile, or a torn carpet that could have caused the fall. The next thing you should do is have a look around and see if you see any security cameras. If you do, ask the property owner right away or manager to keep the footage that might show your fall. Getting a copy of this footage can be valuable evidence, and when you retain a lawyer, they will certainly write for that evidence, but a lot of times stores or whenever there's footage, they will say that it overwrites within a certain amount of time, and sometimes it's very fast, like even within 24 hours. So telling them to safeguard that footage right away could make it so that that evidence is available. So after you've looked for security cameras and asked for them to keep the surveillance footage, the fifth thing that it's important to do is gather witness information. So if anyone saw you fall, get their name and contact information. Ask if they would be willing to confirm what happened. Witnesses are essential in backing up your claim and giving information about what happened. The sixth point that you need to do if you slip and fall is find out who owns the property. This is an essential step because you need to find out who the occupier is. You need to find out if it's privately owned or if it's managed by the city or a commercial business. Identifying the owner, and especially the occupier, is essential to know who is legally responsible. And there are some tight deadlines depending on who owns the property, so it is really important to get advice from a lawyer. If you need any help with your specific situation, I would be happy to discuss it. I can be contacted at the information below.